Hey everyone, my name is Gary and I'm the co-founder and head melter at Wash and Wick. Founded in 2018, my wife and I hand pour our soaps, candles, and wax melts right here in Orlando, Florida. We are proud of every single product created thus far, and every one of them is unique to Wash and Wick. We have chosen quality over quantity, which is reflected in the ingredients in our products. I'm especially proud of our latest offering. Just like you, we've been stuck at home for quite some time now, and we were looking for different ways to keep ourselves occupied around the house. We started to wonder, how can Wash and Wick help make the stay at home a little less stressful? This is our answer. We are now selling a make your own candle kit that will allow you to make 4 of your very own 6-ounce tins using your favorite Wash and Wick scents. In this short video, I will take you through what we will provide in order to make these candles at home and a step-by-step how-to to make life a little less stressful. Let's start by checking out what we include in our candle making kit. In the box, you're gonna find 1 pound of pre-measured soy wax flakes, 1.5 ounces of your favorite scent of your choice. We're gonna use bee's knees today. 4 6-ounce candle tins with their covers, 4 braided wicks that are pre-tabbed, 4 candle bars, 4 warning labels, wick stickers, a small hand pouring pitcher, and of course, if you're familiar with our products, we're going to provide our little best burn experience bookmark. So once your candle's completed, you know how to get the best burn out of that candle. These candles, by the way, should last you about 25 to 30 hours. To make this a complete package, you can add on a candle thermometer at checkout. Temperature is definitely a key to a well-blended candle. If you have a thermometer at home, you're more than welcome to use that. Definitely believe you should not mix your food thermometer with your candle making thermometer. All right, now for the fun part. We're gonna start making candles. Step 1 is to prepare your tins. So I always like to take the tin, give it a little wipe out. You don't want any foreign products, particles in your glass. And I'm gonna clear this area a little bit. All right, we're gonna flip over our tins and add our warning labels. If you've never read the warning label before, now's probably the time just to get familiar with it. It teaches you how to trim your wick and get the best burn out of that candle. I always like to protect our working surface. In our workshop, we have nice workspace, counters. Here I'm in my home kitchen, so I'm gonna place a piece of cardboard to protect my counter. Eco-friendly tip, you can use the box that your kit came in to create this cardboard surface. If you do get wax on your counters, let that dry and then scrape it off. It'll make for a much easier clean. Now we're gonna take our cotton wicks and add the wick stickers to the bottom of them. You do this simply by peeling off the sticker and adding it to the tab. And you're gonna do this for all 4. And now you're gonna take this other part off of that sticker, and there's a circle right in the middle of that tin. You're gonna press this wick, give it a nice tight press. You don't want that falling off when you pour the hot wax in. And you're gonna prepare all 4 of these tins. Next, you're gonna take your wick bar. Wick bars hold the wick tight while you're pouring the candle, and they allow for a nice centering of the wick. If you don't have a centered wick, you're gonna have an uneven burn, and that's gonna create that tunneling effect in your candle. We also do this to prevent slippage during that pour. Be careful when handling this. Sometimes they do have sharp edges. So you're gonna take your wick bar, you're gonna simply put it on the tin, pull a little on that wick, and slide in. And you're gonna create a nice centered wick. And you're gonna do that for all 4. Now, it rarely happens, but if your wick bar does cut your wick as you're sliding them on, don't worry. You can actually go ahead and you can flip that wick bar upside down and it still holds it and it won't affect the outcome of your candle. All right, who's ready to melt some wax? We're gonna take our 1 pound bag of wax in your kit. We're gonna open that, and it's already measured out to be 1 pound, so you don't need to measure that out. We're gonna pour our wax flakes into our pitcher. And as you can see, that's gonna take you right to the top. All right, you may be wondering what's next to me. Here at Wash and Wick, we use large 42-pound wax melters to get the job done. One of our large 3-wick candles, like you can see here, actually uses this full pound of wax. So knowing that we have a large quantity of wax that needs to be melted, this is what we use. I do know that you don't have one of these at home readily available. If you do, you're probably a candle maker. But I want to show you how to use this small pour pitcher in an old pot so you can melt this and use that as a double boiler. I do recommend you using an old pot because over time this pot can discolor. If little wax gets in the water, you don't want the wax touching your pot that you may be also cooking pasta in. So definitely use an old pot and set this pot aside for candle making. You're gonna take your old pot, you're gonna fill it with water, and you're gonna get this water to a rolling boil. Once that boils, we're gonna go ahead and put this right in the pot on the handle pitcher like this, and we're gonna get this melting. All right, so you're gonna take that old pot and fill it with water, and you're gonna get that water to a rolling boil. You're gonna place your pouring pitcher's handle on the edge of the pot, just like this. Now we're gonna wait for the soy wax to melt and reach 185 degrees. All right, so now that our wax hit 185 degrees, carefully remove your pouring pitcher and add the pre-measured fragrance and essential oils directly into the pouring pitcher. Open this up, make sure nothing's left in the dropper, and then pour the rest of that right in. And this was pre-measured at 1.5 ounces, which is what we use for a pound of wax, so just make sure you get everything. Now we're gonna use the thermometer or any type of mixing stick that you have. And that 185 degrees is really important. That's what helps get these oils incorporated into this wax. You'll notice that the wax doesn't look oily. If it was too cool, you'll actually get kind of a slick on top of the oil not incorporated. Now, very important, we're actually gonna wait until this hits 165 degrees before we can pour. And you are gonna want to stir this wax one more time before we pour the wax in the tins. My wax has reached 165 degrees. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and definitely be careful. You can see I'm wearing a glove. You still don't want 165 degree wax hitting you on the hand. We're gonna go ahead and pour this until the fill line, just like that. You're gonna go ahead and repeat that for all 4 candles. All right, so now our candles have completely cooled, like that. We're gonna remove the wick bars. We're gonna take a scissor and we're gonna clip the wick. We're gonna clip it about 1/4 inch, just like that. And that's what the wick should look like when it's cut. We're gonna take our lids. And there you have it. 4 beautiful candles ready to light in your home. Once you are ready to make more candles, you can actually order our refill kit, which includes everything that we discussed today, minus that pitcher and those wick bars, because you already have them. I hope you enjoyed this video brought to you by Wick. We look forward to putting together your candle making kits. Stay well.